visuals, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Superhero Wedge of the Day. Of the week we talk about anything superheroes, but this time it's superheroes with Pokemon. Yes, we've done these videos plenty of times before. We're doing another one. Last time we did this, it was Doctor Strange's Pokemon team. This time around, and that was the one that I felt so confident in being just perfect. This time we're doing the Hulk's Pokemon team, and this is the one that I think might be the weakest, which you visuals may break apart, but at the same time I cannot wait for you to do that. I cannot wait for the usual suspects to give their thoughts and opinions on said Pokemon for said superhero comic book character, because you all do it so beautiful. So we know the rules, we know what goes on, we know what the crack is. You guys are fucking amazing. Thank you for letting me stand in my mum's room and talk about what the Hulk would have as a Pokemon team. Here are my potentially weak ass 6 Pokemon for the Incredible Hulk. Magikarp is my first choice, and it's a little bit of a cop-out when you'll see the next one. Now, what is Magikarp? Magikarp is this pathetic creature that evolves into the most badass, as in terms of what it is to what it can be. I mean, Feebas can maybe argue that, but what is the Hulk? He is this feeble, weak creature. Intelligent, super smart, don't get us wrong, it's stupidly and smart, but this feeble version of human life and human creation to this ultimate unstoppable force of anger and rage and raw strength. So Magikarp has to be on his team to remind the Hulk of his constant, okay, that's what I'm going to turn back into if I cool down, calm down. I know there's more of a dynamic between Bruce and the Hulk and stuff in their history, but Magikarp had to be in the team. Cop out, but yes, Gyarados. Gyarados is the embodiment of the Hulk. Now, you can debate this, but for me, Gyarados is the most aggressive and angry Pokemon in the entire world. The Hulk is super aggressive and angry. It's quite literally how he becomes the Hulk. I know it's a bit of a cop out splitting Magikarp and Gyarados because that's 2 of the slots already gone. But I was clutching at a few straws picking this team. But Gyarados has to be on the team. He is the most aggressive Pokemon. Yeah, you can say Primark. There's a shop in town. Primeape is the most aggressive, but I always see Gyarados as that little bit more aggressive, especially like the ones like Red Gyarados or some shit. But Gyarados is on the team. And this is another one. I even had to Google search this and try and think about who it was, and it came up with a few options. We had to find out who the strongest Pokemon is, and obviously when you type in strongest Pokemon, it comes up with everybody. You know, this moveset on bloody Arceus, on a Groudon, Primal Groudon, on a whatever. But I just wanted to know in terms of what Pokemon can lift the biggest amount of weight. And I come to the conclusion, I'm putting it out there, I could be wrong, I'm ready to be proven wrong as well, because you guys are smart and I'm an idiot. It's Beware. Beware is a big... I mean, we've seen Beware do so... Remember when it fought Guzzlord? It literally lifts Jesse and all them boys, Jesse and James and Meowth and Wobbuffet and that, and just chucks away and leaps lounds and bounds. The Hulk is notorious for leaping about and jumping everywhere. Beware does the same. Plus, Beware is... kind of wants to be loved, and the Hulk kind of wants to be... Like a Hulk, you could argue the Hulk wants to be loved and accepted, or he just wants to be left alone. He probably just... more on the side of he just wants to be left alone. But we needed the world's strongest Pokemon. I'm saying that's Beware in terms of raw physical strength, not in terms of battle, to go with the world's strongest comic book character. Okay, what I kind of just brushed upon, it's Mimikyu. Now, why Mimikyu? How does Mimikyu relate with the Hulk? Because they are kind of polar opposites. Because I do believe the Hulk wants to be left alone, whereas Mimikyu wants to be accepted, so he takes on the appearance of a Pokemon that constantly is loved by everybody. But like I said, sometimes you can argue that the Hulk just wants to be accepted for who he is and how he is. He's Hulk. It just is what it is. People have to deal with that. So I'm kind of drawing in some sort of miniature little similarities there. There's, like I said, if you're on that side of the film for the Hulk, then you could see the relation. But I'm on the other side, and I'm still trying to make a case of why Mimikyu's in this team. Mimikyu's in there. Bulbasaur. Why is Bulbasaur on the Incredible Hulk's team? Makes no sense. Yeah, they're both green, but that's not the reason why. Bulbasaur, right, the Hulk at heart, well, most iterations of the Hulk, some of them are different, he will protect and he will do what he needs to do, and he will protect the likes of Betty. He'll stop at nothing. He realises the love and stop for Betty. Bulbasaur on Ash's team would always protect and do what was right to protect the innocents and the helpless and the needless. That's why he was sort of like the bodyguard in Professor Oak's lab when Ash left them all there. Bulbasaur was willing to put himself in the way for the people that he loved and what he thought was right. Given the circumstances for the Hulk, if it's the right person, then the right people, the Hulk will put himself in the line for the likes of like Betty and stuff. So I've got that similarity. Metagross. I wanted to find a Pokemon that combined the raw strength, like we kind of have, you know, Professor Hulk now, the intelligence with the raw strength. I thought, okay, well, you know, who's really strong? Let's think about it. Machamp, but Machamp, can't see him solving stuff. Should we go back to Bewear? We've already done Bewear. We can't do it again on this. So I went for Metagross. Why? Metagross is supposed to be stupidly intelligent. Plus, Metagross definitely is super strong. He is quite literally steel. Plus, especially his Mega Evolution, so he can lift a lot and he's really smart. That's your Professor Hulk in the world of Pokemon. Visuals, that was the Incredible Hulk's Pokemon team. Definitely my weakest one yet. Break them down for the comments below. Visuals. I mean, Shiny Machamp could have been on there. He's green and muscular. Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to prove me wrong. Visuals, thank you for letting me do this though. And let me know if you want another combo character anytime soon. Fucking love doing these. And apart from that, Visuals, thank you so much for letting me set up the camera in Mum's room and talk about what the Hulk would have as a Pokemon team. Visual guys, you literally are the visual guys. Yes, us, we are the best. Visuals, you guys are literally the best. But to always keep being you and keep on everything out.